What's up, everybody? I'm going to turn the Wi-Fi off on my tablet so I actually get, good service with this whole thing. Anyways, sorry. You know when, somebody tweets one of those, really good-looking girls on Twitter and you got to look at it for, a half second? That's what happened right now. Anyways, I just got done doing a story time video that I'm going to be posting for you guys tomorrow. I want to do a bunch of those because I have a bunch of stories, and they're easy videos to do, right? And I think some of them are kind of interesting. Usually what I talk about on Periscope, or what I was talking about on Periscope, is things like relationships, because that's stuff that we can all relate to, and I've gone through my fair share of them as well. So from a male perspective, I feel like that's a kind of interesting thing that we can all relate to. Not that you guys care about my opinion, but I mean, if it gets to the point where you don't want to talk about it, you can be like, shit, Devin, we don't want to hear this, and I'll be like, okay, cool, we don't got to talk about it. But what I do want to talk about first, before any of it, is how to approach a girl that you see in public that you think is attractive. I think that this is just people in general, but I'm going to give you my experiences because, I go to women and girls or whatever, you know what I mean? What up, Death D kid? What's going on? I was about to take a shower. Oh my god. So this is at last I was able to join. Good shit, good shit. I just got done recording a video, guys, so I'm gonna after this I'm gonna edit it and throw it up for tomorrow, and I'll throw up another analysis. And I just put up a Livebook, so if you guys are watching this, make sure you guys go watch the Livebook. After this, the new one that is up. I appreciate it. I'd appreciate it a lot. Anyways, how to approach someone in public. I have a lot of female subscribers, so I don't even know if you guys would want to hear this. But I'm going to give you my perspective anyway, because maybe you can know what's going on. First of all, I think girls should approach guys also. I think that sometimes they don't give that whole situation enough credit, or they just think too much about it. I think the approaching should come on both sides. If you guys don't want to talk about this either, let me know, because I'll go in all about this. I don't know if I'm a ladies man, but I do have my experience with it. It's 6:14. I have school today and I haven't slept yet. What the fuck am I doing with my life? That's all funny. That's a long ass day. Very long day. I would just fake sick, honestly. I would just say you're sick and pretend like you're throwing up and stay home from school and just sleep. Because then you actually have the excuse, you know what I mean? Alright. One thing that guys do, I don't know if I should change the title of this or not, because maybe people don't even want to talk about this shit. Maybe they won't even come here. I should just change it to music and everything, yeah. Or should I just leave this the same? Let me know, guys. Anyways, best pickup line. Alright. I don't use pickup lines. This is my thing. I think that you need to approach women the same way you would approach anyone else, just a normal conversation. I think the biggest mistake that guys make when they go to a girl is that they either expect too much or they don't have any agenda whatsoever. They kind of don't know what to expect. I think you need to be confident in what you want. Go up to a girl and know what you want. Don't be too overzealous and overthink it, but then also don't be too reserved either. You gotta be confident. It's the first day of school, second that that I can't miss. I'm gonna take a shot. Alright, ma. Preach, bro. Hey, I love your content so much. Thank you, Ayana. I like your name. It's a cool ass name. So, be confident in your approach. You know what I mean? When I go to a girl, if I'm at the bar, I'm not thinking I want to sleep with this girl. I'm also not thinking oh, I hope that she likes me. It's there's a million other people in the world. Who cares if this girl wants to turn you down? It's not that big of a deal. You need to go up to them with confidence. I go up with confidence, and I'm in my head, I know that there's only one thing that I want. I want to have a 2 to 3 minute conversation. If it goes well, I want to get the contact info, and then we can hang out at a later date if we don't want to hang out there on the spot more. You know what I mean? So if I go up to her, I'm not thinking I hope she likes me. I'm more thinking she might not be interested in me. I might not even be interested in her. I'm not just going to assume because she's hot I'm going to want to talk to her after this. You know what I mean? So I go up and I genuinely try to have the conversation. I want to get like a lot of stuff out of the way in 2 or 3 minutes, and I don't want to bug them anymore. And if we're having a good enough time, then we can hang out and we can merge our groups together, or it's just like we'll just keep talking. You know what I mean? I don't really look too far into it because I think that's where a lot of people mess up, or a lot of guys, I should say, they mess up. Another thing too is like, I'm at work yet I still have time for the live chat. Hey, just a lot of the area where the biggest area where guys mess up too is I think during conversation they don't have conversation with girls either. And I shouldn't say girls, females, women, whatever you want to say it, right? The opposite gender or whoever you're trying to pursue, they're really not a conversation because they're like asking interview questions like, where are you from? What are you drinking? How old are you? What year did you graduate? Where did you go to school at? Do you know people here? Who are you here with? Like the same old bullshit questions. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff's boring. I don't ask questions when I go up to people. I kind of make statements with the questions that I want to ask. So it's like open-ended. I basically start a conversation. I don't ask a question to get an answer. I start the conversation to be able to have dialogue. So like instead of going up to someone saying, hey, where are you from? I just go up and I try and guess where they're from, and I'll try to be like, oh, you look like you're from Modesto, or you look like you're from Stockton, or you look like you're from Turlock, or wherever, right? And they'll either say like, oh yeah, that's right, how do you know that? Or they'll be like, no, but like, why would you think that? Because it starts the conversation, and then they end up telling you where you're from, where they're from anyway. So it's like you get the answer, right? But it's like an actual conversation, because in reality you really don't care where they're from and they don't care where you're from. That you want to see like how you guys interact with each other. You want to see if there's a vibe or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's got to be more interesting than just how old are you, where are you from, what are you drinking. Those questions can be answered like off the bat, and then you make it work for them because they need to answer, like they need to pull out interesting content to be able to give you, you know what I mean? Like don't put any pressure on them. There needs to be no pressure. Fun, simple conversation. Don't be too intense. Just treat it like a normal situation, right? See if you're interested in them. See if they're interested in you. And that's that. You know what I mean? And then if she is interested in you, don't like get her number to hang out with her later. Like, yeah, you can get her contact info, but hang out with her there on the spot if she wants to. There's no point to make plans to hang out at another time when you have them right in front of you. You know what I mean? If she's interested, don't try and get her number too early either. See how long you guys can hang out with each other right there, because what if she doesn't want to give you her number? She already knows that, but she is interested in you. You need to take advantage of hanging out with her, you know what I mean? Life Skills 101. Hey, what's your opinion on long-distance relationships? I've been in a long-distance relationship. I've actually been in 2. One of them I was really young and immature, and I cheated a bunch of times. But that was because I was like 19, 20, and it was really stupid of me. The second one, I didn't cheat at all. I was older. And I think they can work, but I think to say that long distance is not a variable, I think to say that the distance not being a variable, I think that that's a little bit, I think it's a lie when people say that. Now, did me and this girl break up? Yes, we did break up, but I was in other relationships before the long distance one, and we broke up as well. So who's to say that we broke up because of the distance? Like, would her and I have gotten married if we had lived in the same town? Probably not. You know what I mean? We didn't really break up because of the distance anyway. So I think long distance can. I'm here. What up, MJ? What's going on? I think long distance can work. I just think it needs to also be acknowledged that the distance is definitely a variable. To say that it doesn't matter would be a lie. To say that you guys are going to break up because of the long distance is also not accurate either. You know what I mean? But the distance does make the relationship different than it would be. You know what I mean? And that is just dependent on who, you know, what kind of people you guys are. If you guys are jealous people or not jealous or whatever. I think they could work though. I'd honestly I'd kind of rather have like a long distance girlfriend right now, so that way you can have like your own space, and then I just go like hang out with her and see her on like weekends or every other week or whatever, so that we actually like want to see each other more, you know what I mean, like that. And then we'd actually go out of our way to make time for each other. Whereas like if you live in the same city, sometimes you guys see each other every day and you get too much relationship out of the way too quick. I think it's really, really good to pace yourselves. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting married. If you know someone for a month and you guys want to get married, like, that's cool too. You know what I mean? Like, act on your emotions. I think that's cool. Like, love is love is love. It doesn't matter about timing. For me, I just think that when I'm getting to know somebody, I want to be able to see them maybe like once a week or whatever, because I think that that's like the best way to do it. Not because like I wouldn't want to see them more. I just think it makes sense. You know what I mean? You don't get burned out on the relationship. You don't sometimes in relationships, when you learn about the other person really, really fast, it gives you false confidence because you think you know somebody. And it's not like, I'm not saying that like be cautious. I'm just saying that like you might not be as interested in somebody as you think you are when you know a bunch of stuff off the bat. Like especially with relationships in the beginning, the stuff you're gonna find out is like almost all the good stuff. So of course you're gonna be like, oh, this person's amazing. I know everything about this person, but you need to understand like more so not so much about the person but how you guys click together. And really you're not going to find out how that goes until you guys have some type of conflict, or until you guys talk about something you might disagree on or whatever. The way that you guys work together or coincide as individuals has a lot to do with it. And it also has a lot to do with it if you guys can do that outside of the relationship. If you guys can't do that outside of the relationship, something's wrong. You know what I mean? You guys need to be individuals who are true to yourselves, who can also work together. You know what I mean? And then you guys actually have to have feelings for each other. It's more than just work, right? If the feelings aren't there, the work is pointless. Favorite YouTubers. Oh, wait. Okay, so let's go over this right here. Okay, have you ever used the internet, Tinder, to just hook up? I have used Tinder. I'm not gonna lie, I have used Tinder before for that reason. My favorite YouTubers, Casey Neistat. Obviously, that's like pretty. So like that's a very cliche answer. Limitless is funny as fuck. Danny Duncan's hella funny. David Dobrik's vlogs are pretty good. Zane, I don't know how to say his last name, but his vlogs are pretty good. Scotty's got pretty good vlogs too. Todd, that whole group of friends are funny. I think Zane's are the funniest though, just my personal opinion. David's are funny too, but I think Zane and Heath, when Heath was in those vlogs, were hella funny. David, actually, they're all pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, I can't even rate them. But yeah, those are my favorite YouTubers. There's more. If I didn't name any of them, I could go on about it. But what up, Bone? What's going on? What up, Irving? I appreciate it, man. Seriously. Hey, dude. Now that you're live and will most likely read this, can you react to Dinah to the best vocal react? Of course, Bone. I will definitely do that. A lot of people have said that actually, so I need to jump on it about the Dinah video. I'll definitely do an analysis on it. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, of course, Ayana. Of course. I had hella pizza today. Anyways, yeah. Just wanted to say that your best reaction video is the one with KZ and Rolling in the Deep. Hey, that was like one of my favorites. That's probably my second favorite one I've ever done. Actually, it's still really good. I still like enjoy that a lot. Video, it's really good. My favorite right now is the Sasa Dag Dag one I just posted recently. Like, I love that. But those kind of songs get to me. They're amazing songs. You lost weight also. I weigh the same, to be honest. It's my body fluctuates depending on like what type of training I'm doing and stuff like that. But generally I'm about the same. I probably look like I'm a little bit. I don't know. I usually weigh about the same no matter what. But thank you. Favorite artist this week. Ooh, it's a good one. My favorite artist this week is probably 21 Savage, the rapper. How old am I? I'm 27 years old. I almost want to change the title of this stream, but I like talking about this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Talking about other stuff is cool too. I like talking about everything in general, but this kind of stuff is like interesting for me. But I feel like nobody wants to talk about it, so I gotta figure something out. We gotta figure YouTube out, guys. Would you guys watch a video if I talked about how I broke up with my girlfriend for 4 years and like how I like almost cheated on her? Or how, saying, you know what I mean? What up, D-Fit? What's going on? Have you listened to yeah, Machine Gun Kelly? My friend was really into him a few years ago. And Machine Gun Kelly's cool. I'm not a huge fan of his music. I do like his music. I used to listen to him a little bit. And I still do. But I'm more impressed with the fact that he's grinded so hard. He's just been grinding for like 4 or 5 years now, maybe even longer, just to get himself out there. And I'm glad he's really making a splash now mainstream, because he's going to make some money. Not because I think mainstream should be a goal, but I think MGK deserves more money. So, shout out to MGK. What kind of videos do you have coming out soon? Videos on cheating. I have a lot of story time videos. I have a lot more vlogs that are becoming and some cool stuff. My guess your age is 23, 28. Yeah, 27. What do you think about Mariah Carey lip sync disaster? I have not watched it yet. I need to watch it. Everyone keeps telling me about it. I bet it's going to be pretty intense and pretty disastrous. Oh Jesus, Gabrielle tells the story. I can't tell you guys the specific. I could tell you guys a different story, but I'm not going to tell you guys that story. You guys have to watch the video for it. I will tell you guys the stories about me cheating, though. I broke up with my girl that I've been with for 6 years. Damn, but it's all good. That's crazy. 6 years is a long time. I was with my girl for 4 years when we broke up. You know, or that girl currently would you date a trans woman? No, I would not. Not because I have anything against them, but just because that's not something I am attracted to. You know what I mean? That's not an orientation or a like, not an orientation, but you know what I mean? It's just not for me. Nothing wrong with it, just not for me. Death Kid Tal. Okay, so I'll tell you guys another story because I want you guys to actually watch that video. If you guys want to hear about that, you guys have to watch the video. One other, well, there was a lot of times that I could tell you guys about cheating. I was at a. Did I tell you guys about like this girl I dated for like 4 years, and one of the other times she caught me cheating. Her friend caught me at a football game, and I was all embarrassed. I think that had to have been you guys. I think I was telling you guys last night. Let's see. Okay, here's one. So when I was 16, I was dating a girl for like 9 months, and this was kind of serious. But when you're 16, nothing's serious, right? But 9 months when you're 16 is like a really long time. Like that's a long time to date somebody. And so we were like dating, right? And I broke up with her, and that was it. Like I didn't want to date her anymore. She was kind of like getting on my nerves, and like we were just kids, right? Broke up with her, and the thing that I learned is when you break up with a girl, if she tells people you guys aren't broken up, then you guys aren't broken up. Like it doesn't matter how many people you tell, like, no, I'm not with her. If the girl says, no, he's still my boyfriend, you're still her boyfriend, because everyone's going to think you're cheating anyway. You know what I mean? So that's what I learned, because I broke up with this girl multiple times, and she just told everybody, like, basically a bunch of girls, no, he's my boyfriend still. Like, if he tries talking to you, you know, tell me. And of course girls are going to believe the other girl and not me. You know what I mean? Like that is shitty. That's basically what I learned. You have a very raspy voice. It's enjoyable to listen to you and be good on radio. Yeah, I might do my own podcast. I already do a podcast about jiu-jitsu. I'll talk about that later. So breaking with this girl, she tells people we're not broken up. Fast forward to like a month later, after I've been trying to like really get away from her. There was this girl that I grew up by, these two sisters actually. I grew up around the corner from them. So I had known them since I was 10. Like I still talk to them every year once in a while. And I remember I had a crush on one of the. Well, at one time I had a crush on like both the sisters, not at the same time, but like I dated one, like dated when I was like 13, and then like I dated her sister like years later, like off and on since I was like, I don't know, like a few times we've dated, but nothing like serious. Like, I mean, kind of serious, but just, you guys know what I mean. We dated, and this girl back then, like, you know, I remember I was like walking home with her, and we had a crush on each other. This was one of the times that we were like talking or whatever, right? So we're walking home and we're holding hands, and my mom, like, alright, my mom, like, who, like, this, my ex-girlfriend who I was trying to break up with, her and my mom would still talk, and my mom thought that we were still dating. And like, so my mom, I'm walking home from school, my mom drives past me holding hands with this girl, and when I get home, my mom's like, oh, like, you're a freaking like cheater, like, why are you cheating on this girl, she's so nice, basically lecturing me, giving me all kinds of shit, like, and I'm trying to tell her, like, no, Mom, I broke up with her. My mom's like, no, you didn't, I don't believe you, like, you know what I mean, because I'm like a teenage guy, right? I'm trying to tell her, like, Mom, I broke up with this girl, like, calm down. And she's basically just giving me all kinds of shit because her, along with the rest of the world, thought that, like, I was still with this girl. And at the time, I was like, man, am I living in, like, the Twilight Zone? Like, is everyone crazy right now? Like, how come no one believes me? But I didn't learn it till later that, yeah, no one's going to believe the girl over the guy when you're a teenager and you say that you broke up with her. If she says you guys are together, you guys are together. So yeah, and like I basically had to just date a bunch of girls until it got to the point to where like everybody like kind of saw that where it's like, okay, this guy's not that dumb, like he's not gonna cheat on her this many times. You know what I mean? Like, they basically saw that, like, oh, he really did break up with her, because no guy would go out in public with this many different girls if he was in a relationship and not expect to get caught. You know what I mean? So that was my solution to it. Not the greatest solution, but I don't know what I don't know. I didn't know what else to do. Plus, it's like when you're a kid, you want to date a bunch of girls anyway. So, but yeah, that was one situation. Crazy situation. I wish there was a way that, like, you could like share the stream places. Like on Periscope, people used to be able to just click with a button and share that shit to like Facebook or Twitter and everything like that, and it would send a live stream, like a literally live box wherever you're at. Yeah, man. I used to be, not anymore. Not anymore. So should we jump on like Bumble live? Tinder, Bumble? I might let you guys choose for me. I wonder if I could change the name of this stream. Let me see. Hey guys, if I have to start the stream over, I apologize. I'm going to try to change this name live and see what happens. Let's see. Hold on. Music. Dating. Life. Okay. Here we go. Part 2. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Did the title of this change for everybody? We changed it to be all. Okay, cool, perfect. It probably didn't change for anybody, but I changed the name and YouTube's saving it for me. So, anyways, no internet connection. What the fuck? All right, hold on. I'm trying to get on Tinder right now. What we used to do on Periscope sometimes is I would let people choose who I would swipe left and right on, and sometimes there'd be like hundreds of people choosing for me. Yeah, I changed. Good shit. Good shit. I almost want to do Snapchats. You know, at Periscope, this is a little bit different though, because like on Periscope, I would have like 100 people watching me sometimes, or sometimes it'd be more or less. I don't know. But would you rather date someone average in looks but wicked smart, someone smoking hot but dumb? It depends on the seriousness of the relationship, Brent Brown. I'm going to be honest. It really depends on what type of relationship, and then also the other factor in is that that kind of stuff is not irrelevant, but it's like I have to have feelings for the person. You know what I mean? So like if I'm hanging out with a girl and we have like a vibe, then I'll hang out with her, but like if we don't, then I won't. Alright, here we go, guys. I got one. Not Tinder, we're gonna do Bumble. Should I swipe left or right? I think we're gonna go right. No, let's see. Let's see. You can see her pictures. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're swiping right. How do you swipe right? There it is. Anyways. I'm gonna be doing this while we're going. You know what's crazy? Okay, so there's this girl that she lives in the same city that I live in. She's from Brazil or whatever, and like I was trying to talk to her for a little bit, and then we just stopped talking, and then like I stopped following her on Instagram and stuff like that because like I was trying to clear up my Instagram for a little while, and then I just said fuck, and I started adding everybody that added me on YouTube. But I saw her on Tinder, and then I see her on here, and I don't know if I should swipe left or right, but I'm gonna swipe right anyway and say fuck it, I don't care. Anyways, I get called how often do you make music? I make music almost every day. Left means no, right means yes. I swiped right on this girl. I get called, oh good, tech a man, or because my appearance which sucks, so I kind of get rejected, but yeah, it sucks. How old are you, Irving? Because the rejection might not have to do with like how you look. It's weird. Like dating as you get older gets a little bit different. Struggle of being in a 5-year relationship is that I don't know which way does what. That's actually true. That's actually true. If you're in a relationship, you're probably not gonna know which way to swipe. There's a big difference between Tinder and Bumble, and I was going to do a video on it, but then I'm like, nah, because I don't know if anyone would watch it. I was going to give like a rating of it, but then I don't know if that would even be something worth it. Alright, I'm going to get off this. I'm going to stay on YouTube. I'm going to get off Bumble and Tinder. But yeah. Basically, if you guys download both the apps, I would download Bumble instead of Tinder. Bumble's a lot better. Try to produce music every day, but I have to focus on school first. So this is what I would say about, so Irving, dating right now, I'm going to tell you right now, just don't even try to date for anything serious. Just be casual. Hang out with girls. Go with girls to the movies, and then that's it. Be friends with them. Go, don't try to be in a relationship right now. And if you are, don't take it serious. I'm not saying cheat. Don't cheat, because that's really messed up for the other person. But don't think that you guys are going to get married. I know that you don't think that right now. I'm just saying that don't put too much emphasis on dating yet. Just hang out with girls. Get to know them. Figure out how they communicate and everything like that, because dating and relationships are pretty crazy. Tinder is boring. Tinder does get boring sometimes. Dude, that's why the girls think now, boy, everyone is to them. That's true. That's true, Irving. That's very true. You're still a baby. Hey, live life live life and enjoy it for real. On like Periscope, we used to do these games where like we would send, like I would do like Snap contest or Instagram contest or whatever, and then I would like have people Snapchat me or something during, and I would like look at their pictures or whatever and like do a reaction on here. I almost want to change the name to that. Snapchat reactions. And why is Bumble better? Bumble is better because of this. Hold on, let me I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi off. There's kind of buffering right now. Hold on. Alright. Sorry, I had to turn my Wi-Fi off. Bumble is better because Bumble, it's not that girls are more serious on there, it's that there's more girls to choose from, and the girls that are on there, for whatever reason, it's stereotypically known as like a more serious app. So like Tinder is mainly for hookups. Bumble also I know is for hookups, but then there are some people on there that are looking for relationships. I'm not looking for a relationship, but I'm also not looking for like a hookup either. I'm just like looking to meet somebody, and like whatever happens. Like we go on dates or whatever, then that's cool. But you got Snapchat, bro? I do have Snapchat. Iamsymphony. Be right back. I keep forgetting to follow you on Twitter. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Naomi. How is the quality of the stream, guys? Is the buffering really, really bad? Should I start it over? What up, Julia? Dating apps. We're talking about everything. Just everything in general. My stream health is really bad right now. It's showing. But guys, I do have a video coming tomorrow of me talking about how like my 4-year relationship ended with cheating. So I'm gonna let you guys know that is coming, so you can watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna do a bunch of story time videos. I have hell stories, and they're gonna be easy for me to put out. So yeah. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as such viewers will experience buffering. Video is good here. Alright, perfect. Good stuff. My video shows that it's like terrible, but I'm glad that you guys are. Why did you cheat? Okay, so this is why I cheated. There's no specific reason other than me making bad decisions in the moment and just reacting off of pure physical wants. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that I was like, oh, I don't care about this person. It wasn't that. Like, when you do something wrong, you know that you're doing something wrong for the most part. For me, I knew I was doing something wrong, and it wasn't that I didn't care. I did care. It's just that I was thinking about myself more than I was thinking about somebody else. So it's not that I didn't think about them at all. I was thinking of my girlfriend at the time, but I felt like I was just a stupid kid, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that I was like, oh, I don't love this girl that I'm with. It was like, I pretty much committed to the bad decision I knew that I was going to make. I said, I want to do this. Like, this girl's really attractive. I want to make out with her. And I would. And it doesn't make it right. I'm just saying that's an explanation. It's not like I cheated when I was younger, though. This is not like anywhere near that. This is like 7 years ago. cheating sucks. What goes wrong comes wrong. Well, this is the thing, and this is what I tell a lot of people. And I'm not saying this to like make people feel like I don't want anyone to feel insecure about this or anything like that. But honestly, a lot of people get cheated on, and it doesn't make it any better. It doesn't mean that it's right or okay. It doesn't make what I did. I'm 27, but a lot of people do get cheated on, and like I've probably been cheated on. I just never found out about it, and it doesn't make it okay. And it doesn't mean that like I don't know. Like I'm very real about it. Just doing some calculations of the age. Oh no, I see. So it's like I've never been cheated on, but it's like yeah okay. So I was having this conversation with this girl at this coffee shop that I used to go to all the time. There's this really cute girl that worked at this coffee shop that I was going to for a while, and I would try to make an excuse to talk to her every time I went in there, but I never really pursued it because like she always had a boyfriend or whatever, right? So I always made sure conversation was like never more than just like friendly. And yeah, I was about 20 years old the last time I cheated, almost 21. And anyways, I would always try to have a conversation with this girl, we were talking about like going places without your significant other. So I was telling her how I was going to Vegas, and I ended up finding out our birthdays were only a few days apart. So we were talking about what we were going to do for our birthdays, and she was saying she was going to Vegas with her boyfriend, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. Like I love Vegas. That's like my favorite city in the world. And then I was trying to tell her how like I want my best friend to go, but he doesn't want to go without telling his girl. And I was like, he should just tell his girl and be upfront with her and go, because my friend was thinking about lying to his girlfriend about going. And so she started saying like, oh, I would never let my boyfriend go to Vegas alone. And I go, really? Like why? And she was like, well, I don't want him to feel all this temptation or whatever. If it's serious relationship, really, I agree, Julie. I'll address that after. I think people are judging too much here. No, it's okay. We all have done stupid things. This is what I think. I think that like me and this girl were talking about like letting significant others go to Vegas and without each other, right? And she said she never would, and then I was telling her like you do know that like if someone wants to cheat, you can't keep them from cheating. Like you can't, like it doesn't matter. Like if you lock me up in a room and you like cement the door shut, like, and I want to cheat, I'll find a way to cheat. I'll find a way to get out and cheat. You could put me in a room full of like 100 of the most beautiful women in the world, and like if I don't want to cheat, I won't cheat. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. We're just calling each other whores. So I was kind of telling her that, and that's kind of how I feel about it, because I've been on that side. I've been in situations where like I could have cheated and I did not cheat, and then back in the day I've been in situations where I was like I went out of my way to cheat. You know what I mean? It was just stupid. So I mean, like, but you have to go through it to really understand that. You know what I mean? But yeah. That's my thoughts on it. So I'm trying to adjust my hat in this, like, here we go. No, I don't feel like anyone's judging. I'm okay with it though. Like, I'm on the internet so much, I'm okay with people judging me. So true. There's so many forms of cheating depending on how you look at things. Yeah. So this is the way I think of it. I don't think of it as calling it cheating anymore. I don't like calling it cheating. I think that there are things that you know you should be doing in a relationship. I think there are things that you shouldn't be doing. You know right from wrong, and I feel like putting cheating on it gives people a level of almost like measure to do bad things to. Like cheating is the end all says all, but there's bad things that you could do and be disrespectful leading up to it that aren't worth breaking up over. You know what I mean? Like I think you do something right or you do something wrong. People mess up or they don't mess up, but when you start putting labels on the levels of messing up and the different things, it almost makes it okay for people to be disrespectful to you up to a certain extent. Like, you be disrespectful to me, but if you cheat on me, I'm breaking up with you. When it's like, no, it's not cheating. You make right or wrong decisions, and you guys try and learn from them. It doesn't matter what the wrong decisions are. It's still the other person's choice, you know, to end or continue being in the relationship. But don't put labels on it and give people levels of how much they can or can't disrespect you. My Adobe hat is right here. Hey, right here. Preach. Hey, yeah. That's just how I feel though. That's how I feel. Here's my Adobe hat. Shout out to Adobe. Adobe, if you guys are watching this, which I doubt it, shout out to you guys. I've been using you guys since I was 13. I'm 27 now, so a long time. You're still really young. Have a good time until you know you're ready. No, I agree. I'm not getting married for a long, long time unless like Rihanna wants to settle down with me, Camila Cabello, that Normandy girl, that Leanne girl from Fifth Harmony. Unless one of them wants to settle down, then that's different. But even then, I'd be like, let's wait a few years. I'm just joking. Well, I'm not joking. They're all really attractive, but you know what I mean. I can't imagine settling down right now is basically what I'm saying. Okay, would you break up with someone if she had a one-night stand? No strings attached, a mistake. A one-night stand before me or after? Or during? Like a one-night stand before me or a one-night stand during? That's what I'm curious about. Cabello. I know, it's the American coming out of me. Dinah's hot too. They're all hot. Oh, after me? Like, what do you mean? Like what do you mean? Like after we were together? I know it's pronounced Cabello. I just fuck it up all the time. There's 2 L's. I know to speak Spanish a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Don't roast me too much. Would I break up with them like while they were in a relationship? Like if they had a one-night stand while we're in a relationship, I'm gonna break up with them. Like if they sleep with somebody, I'm gonna break up with them. That's just me though. Be careful what you ask for. You might just get it. Be careful what I ask for. If one of those girls came up to me and they were like, hey, they sent me a DM and they're like, I want to hang out, I'd be like, fuck yeah, all right, shit. Like when? You want me to drive over there right now? I'll drive to LA, wherever you're at. While you are together. Oh yeah, while we're together, I would break up with them. After you get together with them. Yeah. If someone slept with someone else while we were together, I would break up with her. They are all really hot. That's why 5H is great. I agree, Irving. I agree. Fifth Harmony, all the members are really hot. You'd pass out. I would I've never been I haven't found out about being cheated on, but I think if I did, I would be livid, I'd go crazy. I'd be upset. I would honestly, I feel like that, but then maybe put the situation, I would just kind of take it as it was. I would, I'm different now than I was when I was younger. When I was 19 or 20, I'd probably blow up. Now I'd probably just be like, alright, well fuck off, I don't need you. Alright, then leave. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it would be now. Nah, I wouldn't discuss the situation because it would be like this. The fact that they went out and did it would be disrespectful enough to the point where I don't want to be with that anymore. And later on, if they wanted to talk about it and give me their reasoning, then yeah, sure. Maybe if I needed closure, but I don't think I would. I think that I'm to the point now to where I could date a girl and she can't take nothing away from me. I could be completely in love with her, and if we break up, what's she gonna do to me? She can't take my birthday away. You know what I mean? I kind of get over it. I don't mean to sound so cold about it, but you know what I mean. And just I'm very real about those situations. Yeah. Hopefully I never get cheated on, and if I do, their loss. Their loss. The sick ass watch, huh? Sorry guys, I'm showing you guys my watches. How's the stream quality? Is it really shit or is it cool? You have to love yourself enough to walk away from bad. I agree about that 100%. That sometimes people. No, I 100% love therapists at its finest. 100. No, I agree. You have to give people. So this is the thing too, and I address this in my video I'm posting tomorrow. But how many of you guys can't see? How many of you guys can see me? How many of you guys can't see me? We all know who to come to now. Hey, for real. I used to do this on Periscope all the time. I think that when someone messes up in their relationship, I don't think you always need to break up with someone that cheated on somebody else. You know what I mean? Because some people will be like, oh, that's the solution. It's not always the solution. I think that, like, I think that you can get back with somebody, and it doesn't mean they're gonna cheat on you. I also don't think it means they won't cheat on you. I think it's just like any other situation. I don't agree with the term once a cheater, always a cheater. That's not true. Because people fuck up all the time. If you lie once, are you always a liar? You know what I mean? Like, is lying and cheating different? They're kind of the same thing, but why is it that you don't call people liars all the time, every day of their life? But like if someone cheats, you want to treat them like that all the time. It's hard to forgive people, that's what it is. It would be over quick, smart, but when kids are involved. No, I agree. Kids involved make everything crazy complicated. So when you get back with somebody, when you yourself decide to stay with somebody and get back with somebody that cheated on you, you yourself better be prepared to 100% forgive them entirely. That doesn't mean you forget. That doesn't mean that you're oblivious. What it means is you don't persecute them for the wrongdoings in the past. It means that you get back with them with the full intentions of trying to pick up where you left off. It means that you are giving them a second chance. It does not mean that you roast them and be a burden to them because of what they did, because reminding them of what they did doesn't make it any better for you or them or for the relationship in general. So if you are going to get back with somebody, you need to understand that you need to forgive them entirely. Do whatever you got to do. Talk about it. Have your own alone time, whatever. You know what I mean? Just if you're going to commit to a relationship again, commit to it. Don't just get into it so you can give them shit, you know? What can I say? It's complicated, bad things. Hey, for real, that song's gonna be stuck in my head all the time now. Over here, it is 10:53. Yeah, 10:53. For me, I think if somebody did it once, they'll do it again. No, I agree. Like, for my relationship that I was in, that was the case. Like, I cheated on her once, and I cheated on her twice, and 3 times, and 4 times, and 5 times. Like, with that, like, girl that I dated for 4 years. But then with the relationships after that, I didn't cheat. You know what I mean? So it's crazy odd. What Hey, I don't think that's true. I think that I for me, like, it's different for everybody, you know what I mean? It's 10:54 here. Hey, good shit. Sometimes this is weird too, and I don't mean to get too philosophical about it, but I mean, like, sometimes people cheating is just like the way it's written. People, like, sometimes people will cheat on you, or you'll cheat on them, and like that doesn't make it an excuse, because you still have like free will. You know what I mean? Like, you still make all your own decisions, but sometimes like fate's written. You know what I mean? Like, I know that doesn't make any sense, but like if we think of it, like, we live inside fate and destiny. Like, fate and destiny is not something that happens to us. Like, I feel like fate happens to us, but fate happens to us because we live in destiny, but we still have our own decisions. So like, we could still make our own decisions, but we live inside destiny. So whatever's going to happen to you, it still happens to you. You can affect things and change them and manipulate things and make your own decisions, but it still doesn't stop certain things from happening to you, because we live inside destiny. Not to get too crazy with it, but I'm just saying that's how I think of it. In the evening, yeah, it's 10:54 here in the evening. We are not the animals. We have, no, this is true. We do have self-control. I agree. Sometimes it's just crazy stuff happens. The only thing that makes the difference between humans and animals. That's true. I don't know what to think of. I don't know what to think about that though. Like, it's hard because like people do have self-control. This is true. But then like, if we had what do you call it when you choose not to have self-control? Because like, if we have self-control, is it like an on or off switch? Do we only have self-control in situations? When do we pick when we have self-control? Every time we fuck up, is that we had no self-control, or is it that we chose to turn that switch off? So if you can turn that switch on and off, is it really self-control? You kind of get where I'm going with that? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Like, if we as humans have self-control, we only have it sometimes, and if we only have it sometimes, does that really count as self-control? You kind of get what I'm saying with both sides of it. It's like weird thing. I agree with you 100% about self-control, but then I kind of don't know what to think about it. I get too philosophical about things sometimes. If there's a reason to cheat, then like, is something missing from your relationship. That being said, if you aren't happy, you should leave it before you. I agree, Naomi. I agree 100%. Sometimes it's not easy to leave. No, I agree also. So, like, Naomi's also preaching. True. Everyone is just dropping knowledge in here. Like, nobody's saying anything, like, out, like, you know what I mean? I like that everyone's giving their opinion. Seriously. Like, so, I think that what's crazy about this, too, is that, like, we put the label on cheating, right? And people will say, like, this is what I have to say also about that, Naomi, just to keep the conversation going about that in particular. I don't disagree with you. I agree with you. But on the flip side of that, which I also think is that we're kind of caught up, like, culturally in these definitions of, like, what cheating is. You know what I mean? Like, really, when you have feelings for somebody, when they go do something with someone else, it hurts. It doesn't, like if you and your partner break up, like if I break up with a girl and the next day I go and I sleep with another girl and she knows about it, it's gonna hurt her just as bad whether we were in a relationship or not in a relationship. Even though I broke up with her, it's gonna feel the same to her, but it's not technically quote unquote cheating. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? So the moral dilemma behind it, it's just to break up with somebody to go do it, you're still hurting somebody else. So I feel like there almost is no moral dilemma behind that. That's why I don't like calling it cheating, because I feel like you either do something right or you do something wrong. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're in the relationship or not, whether you end it or don't do it. That's like a legality, and that's the only part I don't know what to think about, Naomi. I agree with what you're saying entirely. I just think there's another side to it. And we all fought about being mature. 100%. We all have our own moments of being crazy and mature. None of us are perfect. I agree. I agree 100%. I'm hell thirsty. If you are committed to somebody, you don't allow yourself to find perfection in someone else. It's hard, like, not to, it's not that you even find perfection in someone else. It's like, it's weird the reasons why everyone cheats. Like, sometimes you cheat, people make the excuse because, like, they were in a bad relationship, or sometimes it's just like they have feelings for somebody else. Like, I want to say this without trying to give an excuse or an explanation for anyone that has cheated. I want to be realistic about it. Like, I think too often we lie to ourselves, and we say, like, when you see an attractive, like, if I'm walking the street and if I have a girlfriend, then I can't lie to myself and be like, oh, that girl is not attractive, that girl is not attractive. Or if I'm at work and, like, you could even have, like, a little crush on a coworker, friendly crush where you're like, oh, they're cute, or like, oh yeah, but you don't act on it, none of that, right? But I think that when you start lying to yourself and you start, like, saying, like, no, I don't think they're attractive, or no this, no that, that's when, like, all of your natural, like, feelings start getting, like, discombobulated, and it starts making you, like, almost like not yourself. I think the second you start lying to yourself about anything, it fucks with you. So I think in those situations, like, when the obvious and the inevitable is that you're going to think other people are attractive, you're going to have little crushes on other people, it doesn't mean that you act on them. I think they do need to be addressed, though. Like, I don't know, that's just me. I completely agree. He's perfect. Yeah, I cheated after being cheated on. I just wish I didn't, because I was being immature and trying to get back at. I see. But I probably won't end up with him. Still felt fine to preach. You were so right. Yeah. I don't know what right perspective. Seeking after it, sometimes you're thinking with the wrong head. I agree, Brent Brown, 100%. 100%. Johnny Depp said, if you fall in love with two people, always choose the second, for you couldn't possibly love the first again. That's very true. That's a very real ass statement. Most people would say stay with the first one, but that's hella true. I completely agree with you. Yeah. Like, a lot of people lie and they'll tell you, like, otherwise, but, like, you gotta be real with yourself all the time. Like, just life in general, right? It's like you start trying to lie to yourself, especially about your feelings. Your feelings are the only true thing that you know is 100% real. Like, you can't lie about that shit. Like, the way that you feel, 100% real. So if you feel a certain way about somebody, it doesn't mean that you act on it. It means that you address it and you just take it for what it is. Because if you try and push it to the side, that's when you start feeling like crazy. You know what I mean? You don't like Johnny Depp. Joe. This is like a crazy conversation we're having tonight, huh? Compared to the other nights. This is like some real shit. I even got the Adobe out on my fucking trademark. I'm hella thirsty. Guys, give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna go get a water really quick. Don't leave. I'm back, guys. Hold on. Hey, alright, here we go. I don't want to try to like makeup. He's violent. I didn't say I liked it. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright, cool. It's a pretty comfortable chair, I'm not gonna lie. That's true, but even your cat will go brush up on someone's leg if they come over. When you see Fifth Harmony chugs the river. You know what's crazy is like there was when I saw Fifth Harmony on the X Factor a long time ago, I was looking at some of them and they were like, oh, like I'm this age, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna change the channel. Like I'm gonna wait a few years before I look at any of their Instagrams or Twitters. It's kind of like that was my thought process. What up, Jesus? Anyways, I want to see like how my videos are doing. Like, man, I almost want to start the stream over. I was reading about the settings to change everything too, so that the stream didn't look so fucked up. But I just haven't got to it yet. Guys, I might shave. Not right now, obviously, but tomorrow I might trim this down to where it's just nothing but stubble and scruff instead of this freaking like gross ass beard. My kid is so low, he says so. Same, I was like, nope, y'all little cuties, big grow the fuck up. I don't like Fifth Harmony, am I wrong? No, you're alright to not like them. Everyone can have their own opinion. Some people like them, some people don't. Their music's cool, but they're all really attractive. But, yeah. Oh, here's one thing. Do you guys get ads in the middle of the live stream or no? Like, has anyone gotten ads in the middle of the live stream at all? Or no, I'm just curious about this. I was wondering about that the other day. Not this again. When you see them on X Factor and they look so different and they're all on my head, and I was saying they look bad, they look bomb as fuck in that video. It was such a long time ago when they were on X Factor. Damn, did a debate with yesterday. Let's move on. That's true, Naomi. I agree. No ads. Okay. So I was curious because I think my videos get ads on them after they record. I want to make sure, because if they were getting ads on the live versions, I was going to stop monetizing them, because I do put over ads on, but I think they're for the recorded ones when they're actually saved in the archive. So good stuff. I didn't want anyone getting ads in the middle of it. I felt bad because I turned on monetization settings, and then I was like, oh shit, I hope it's not during the live version. I just get the messages that I've talked too much. They stop me commenting. Do they really do that? Holy shit! I wonder if there's settings I can do to where like it doesn't boggle people down. I hate that if they're actually stopping people from leaving comments. Like if you comment too much, that would piss me off. I don't know how I'm still streaming. My freaking internet looks like it's doing shitty right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stream for like 5 more minutes, guys, and then I gotta go up. I'm gonna go edit a video and work on it and whatnot. That's crazy. That sucked. I didn't know they would stop people from calling me. Oh, you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna upload a video, or I'm gonna edit a video, but I'm gonna be on Snapchat. So I'll still be like uploading videos, so like that. Also, if you guys are watching the recorded version of this, go follow me on Instagram at Iamsymphony. Everything is Iamsymphony. It's all on my channel. And I have a lot to say. We had a good talk today, guys. I didn't realize we were on here for almost an hour. Anyways, yeah, everybody go follow me on everything, add me on everything. I think I'm gonna get off pretty soon here. It might just be a few minutes to see if anyone else wants to come in, but really I'm gonna get off and edit so I can throw a video up for you guys tomorrow. So I can give you guys 2 videos by tomorrow. So, anyways, guys, add me on Snapchat, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, add me on Facebook, or go like my page, Iamsymphony. And then also everybody go like my latest Lifebook. It's gonna be probably 1 or 2 before this. Or no, it just says the Livebook 15. Go like Livebook number 15. Leave a comment on there and everything like that. And then if you guys want to... Oh, here's another thing really quick before I get off. If you guys are watching the replay, if you guys watch this all the way through, if you guys want to be in the intro and shout it out, send me a video. Send me a video to Google Drive if you guys can. If you guys know how to upload anything to Drive, put it on the Google Drive and then email it to me. It's at like I want to start including you guys in my intros, like, hey, this is so and so from blah blah blah, or hey, this is so and so. Add me on Instagram at blah blah blah. This is like Lifebook number or whatever, or this is like enjoy the Lifebook or whatever, something like that. Like some kind of intro for my vlogs. I don't really care what you guys say as long as you say like the Iamsymphony in there, like enjoy Iamsymphony's Lifebook, or enjoy the Lifebook, or these are Lifebooks or whatever. Like I don't really care what you say, but upload them to Google Drive and then send them to this email, or just upload them to Google Drive and then send me the link. If you guys know how Google Drive works, upload them to Google Drive and send me the shareable link. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get off now, guys, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later on.